Well, hello there guys, welcome back to some Anno 1800. I am just loving playing this game, and since the reception of the last live stream, I figured why not? We'll play a little bit more here, just for fun. Maybe we'll eventually get to the new world and start a new colony. Maybe we won't quite make it there, but we'll at least keep building the town of Busta Vil, I believe it is. Should be interesting. So far we've got quite a few things down. We don't yet have the Artisan class though. That's what we're trying to get, and hopefully it'll be here soon. Busta Vil, sorry, that's right. The town of Busta Vil. First of all, I want to start making money again, and I have a few ideas. Our workers aren't especially happy with the lack of soap, so we can start building a soap mill. Now, much like a lot of other things in this game, the soap mill generates quite a lot of pollution, but we're going to go ahead and start getting one up. We're going to have to get another pig farm. I feel like we have so many damn pig farms already, but we've got to do it. I have a pig farm going this way. Just kind of, unfortunately, we're going to have to get it pretty close to land. We're not going to want to build many houses around this either way. Then we'll get the rendering works. We'll put the rendering works right there. And we'll put the soap factory very close to the rendering works right there. But that's actually going to take some time to build. And in the meantime, you can see we already need to get more citizens in our fine town. I think before we even consider going to the new world, we've got to just get like a nice profit going. At least like a few hundred coming in every turn. I think would be worth it. There we go. Just got to get a little bit more wood to upgrade these farmers, these happy farmers, into budding workers, of course. And actually, we'll fast forward a bit here, get that process sped up a bit. Although I like to play at normal speed. I'm not sure about how you guys feel about that. I kind of do like the normal speed setting. We've got a potential mission here. I'll take a look very soon. Also got to get that trade union up, but again, the actual soap works are going to have to come first. This actually has some value, whereas the rest does not. Hey, Eric and Araman, good to see you, buddy. See both of you guys. All right, so we are continuing here. Rambling Exile, maybe you can name our colonial island, assuming we get to the new world. You can actually name our colony. Let's just see what the peasants want.
These are good times.
I hate the photography quest. I am not doing it. He's disappointed, but we'll be alright. And we're okay in terms of farmers, although, again, we need to get some more workers, and that's going to mean getting just a few more farmers out here. Now, of course, the biggest goal is getting the soap factory up and running. And after that, we'll probably need even more workers to actually attend to the soap factory. Another thing we have to consider is, once we can actually use our bricks, right now we need them, but once we don't really need them anymore, we're going to brick all of our streets so we don't have these dirt paths everywhere. This is very pedestrian. It's not really, you know, it doesn't really look like a growing city with all of these footpaths all over the damn place. Also beautify the area a little bit, put some shrubbery or some apple trees. Let's get some apple orchards over here. Just make a little bit, our town a little bit more beautiful. That people can go and pick apples. Good times to be had by all. There we go. We're definitely going to need some more workers. Let's get to that.
Means a lot to Aaron. Life is so thick.
Just one more upgrade on the worker house, and I think we will be fine in terms of the soap factory. But of course, it's a process. It's quite a process. We still don't have our sail makers up. That's another thing we could build. A bunch of different ways to make some profits here. Now, mostly the sails and iron and things like that we'll use to actually build our own ships. Let's take a look. Now a school. It's going to take a little bit longer. We need to get 750 workers. And do we have beer? we might not have the ability to build hops. So this is a tragedy. Basically, our workers cannot consume beer from our island. Now, we could still purchase it from other islands, and this is where I'm pretty much, very much a noob at the game, and I'll tell you why. I know how to purchase beer from other islands. What I don't know how to do is distribute it to our actual people. So we will set to buy. Try to buy like 100. Set minimum stock. Start at 50. The only thing I don't know is, you know, again, how to distribute this. So if anybody does know how to distribute it once we get it, let me know. Because obviously beer is going to be something we can't get, and that's going to somewhat upset our workforce, let's say. Gonna build another road down here. See how our peasants are doing, if they're happy or if they are in need of stuff. It looks like they're actually fine. And again, we'll keep upgrading that workforce. Our city is getting pretty big. We'll have to build that in time. But yeah, we might want to build another schnapps factory. Hey, James, how you doing, buddy? Let's build an empire. And this time you got the notification. Exactly, we need beer. But unfortunately, yeah, we can't build any beer. It's really unfortunate. It's not going to make anybody happy.
We're all full up.
Yeah, this way we need the sail makers. All right, we're making a profit, guys. This is good. Our balance is up. So that means that our people are spending... you know, in the marketplace, purchasing things, etc., and that's good for us. Now we can start considering, not yet, you know, 100%, but we can start considering going to the New World. In fact, I think the Towering Crest would have enough to make it to the New World. Let's see if we have a New World route yet. No, we can just create trade routes right now, so I think that's unlocked over time. I forget what happens. I think it's an unlock after we get a certain amount of workers. But we can also get our school up. This is essential. Can't have a functioning town without a proper school. So I'm actually going to try to place it over... Make sure I'm not cutting anything off. Yeah, do like this. And this can also extend into a bit of a new neighborhood. Let's see what we need to get those artisans. Luckily, we don't need beer to upgrade. That's a huge, huge weight off our shoulders. Beer is only like, it only gives pretty much a boost to your workers. They're a lot happier with beer. The soap is surprisingly valuable. I mean, that's kind of amazing to me. The soap factory is making us a lot of money here. So maybe we should get some more soap factories. Turn our island into just a pig island. There's pigs everywhere, soap everywhere. Kind of disgusting, but a lot of profit to be had. What do we need for that school? 25 bricks. Damn, is that expensive? Fire. Yep. Where's our fire station? No. There it is. Mobilize an additional brigade. I think they've got it under control. Yeah, with now that we have, I think, 3 fire stations on this island, our fires seem to be controlled pretty easily, which is very good news. Let's get the sail makers up. It's about time we built that, and next we'll go for education. And again, for the sail makers, I'll set that to sell. I guess we have to wait, actually, before we have to produce some first. And you know what we don't have is a police station. How could we not have had a police station, guys? Our people could have risen up at any time. And yes, you can have rebellions in this game. So I'm going to get a police station up immediately right in front of the school. I think that's actually a really good location for it. We can also walk through our town. We're going to do that during this stream so that you guys can see the first-person view here of Anno 1800. Pretty impressive, I must say. We can also start building weapons, and we do have the necessary iron to do it. But it's going to be a bunch more pollution. We've got to sell the weapons, of course, or use them on our own ships. There's quite a lot to do. Let's put it that way. We should also get a shipyard here. And we also haven't got a church on the island, so this will also increase the respect of the residents. But what I really want to do is get a sailing shipyard. Let's get the school first, then we'll get that sailing shipyard, and I think once we get that, we can depart for the New World. There's a lot that could still be done here. 25 brick is insane. We're just gonna drive around with our flagship a little bit, just kind of take a look at the neighboring area. We can also locate other islands, but I don't actually want to start any new cities in the old world. I really am only interested in cities in the new world. And let's take a look at the newspaper here. Godless place. See, since we don't have the church, we absolutely have to get that church. So we're gonna cover that story with consumerism and hypnosis here for this story. Willie Wibblesock introduces himself. This is another competitor here. We want to keep our eyes on him.
Then I'll send it out.
Attention for the Admiral.
But again, my goal is just to eventually get to the New World.
Desmond.
And maybe get another brick factory. Maybe try and look for more clay, because these bricks are taking forever to be constructed. We do have some clay up there. It's a bit of a ways, but nothing we haven't done before. Just make sure there's nothing closer. Oh, you know what? We got something right here. I mean, still far, but again, we have to keep in mind that in this game, it doesn't really matter as long as it's connected to the road. People will get to it. Still might take a little longer to deliver the actual materials, though. Sure we would get a warehouse for that? I guess we do. I think we want to just be certain. Let's get a warehouse over here. Yeah, I thought we were going to need that eventually. And that way our brick production will actually come along a lot faster.
You've got potential. And bearer
okay, so she's actually offering us a delivery quest. These are usually pretty doable. We'll get respect with her. Not only will we get respect with her, we'll actually get 4,000. We don't really need 4,000 right now, so I'm going to say no. Really just need to focus on building up our own island. She can deal with her own quest for now. Whichever comes first is what we're going to build. So it's, yeah, 25 brick for both. Just got to get those bricks rolling in. If we go to South America, we get a different kind of brick rolling in, and then we make a lot of money. No, that's more 20th century, unfortunately. Can of course still be expanding this city. We're taking it slow. I could expand over here. I could, you know, start building more things for our workers, more things for our peasants, etc. But I'm kind of playing it cool for now. And then again, though, just take a look at our peasants.
Sweet as honey.
They seem to be just fine, really. Some of our workers lack sausages, so maybe we build another pig farm. We've got so many pig farms already, but this whole area is already quite polluted. So is this area over here. This would be a good location for some of the pig farms over here. So we could build an additional area to get sausages and a rendering plant. That's actually a pretty good idea. Let me try this. Just as long as it doesn't get in the way of anything. Get some more sausages for our people. I mean, overall, this is going to increase our income, of course. It's just going to require more workers, so we're going to have to increase the size of our town a bit. Sausage factory. And now I'm going to get another pig farm.
Game saved.
And all this excess, you know, sausage, soap, etc., we can sell. Alright, pretty nice. And now, rendering works right there. And a soap factory right there. It's a disgusting place, but it's our disgusting place. And again, this is just one area of our actual town. We're not moving this anywhere else. This is just over here. But as you can see, look at that. We already have a lack of workers. Got to build some more. You know how this works, folks. Lack of farmers, because the farmers do a lot of the disgusting labor, whereas the workers do the more industrial labor. So these guys are the ones that the rendering works. Let's get them up, and let's absolutely start boosting some more workers here, first of all. You can see because of that, we're running at a loss, so we absolutely have to get that workforce in there fast. Look at that money start going up. Of course, now we've got a lack of farmers, so we've got to boost them all over the place. But in time, the farmers grow their families quite quickly, so we don't want to go crazy. Just a few more farmers wouldn't be a bad idea. And then these will be producing
We've run out of
very,
cabbage.
very well. We're still waiting for additional stuff from the rendering works. Alright, Busta Vil is coming along nicely. There you go, Icon Rostov. Your city is doing well, my friend. Look at this. We just built a bunch of different pig farms, etc. This is kind of the worst part of the city, over here by the mountain. But over here, things are growing big time. In fact, do you guys want to take a night walk through our I almost said our shitty. But, there we go. I think it's Control-Shift-C. Is it Control-Shift-V? Somebody's got to go check it. Come on, somebody check it. Be a player. And then that way we can actually go into first-person view here in the game and walk around our town. I think it might be better to walk around during the day. And once you actually get the Artisan class, which is the next class up, we're very close to that. The reason that's such a huge benefit is they actually have, like, shops. So when you're walking around, you see, like, a tobacconist, you see a laundry shop, maybe you see a restaurant. Right now, we're just going to be seeing workers' homes. Still be kind of cool, though. Still waiting for that 25 brick. Don't mounds have a high priority value? Yes, because, I'll show you right now, they have these mines near them. So we are going to use the mines, but in terms of the actual mountain itself, no, it's just a really pretty mountain. Look at that, it's beautiful. I wish we could climb it. That would be awesome. Look at that. Oh! Imagine if you peaked on the mountain, this is what you would see. Oh, well, hopefully not that, because that would be death. But essentially, you would just be looking down at the town from here. Look at that. That's quite amazing. Yeah, definitely not a city yet, but it's coming along nicely, I think. Now let's get that 25 brick, for goodness sake. Got a whole bunch of potential resources over here, but not until we get industrialists, because I believe this is oil. Yeah, these are oil springs. And for that, we need an oil refinery. That is way down the line. That's after we get to the New World, etc. I mean, we could obviously, like, leapfrog that way, but it would take a lot of work. I think everybody's getting their needs met. What do you guys think? Church or school first?
Dreams of nuts, bolts. farmer please last by in the lower field?
You've got to see the old man. Fancy an ale after work.
They're getting all of their soap needs, etc. I think we're gonna get school first. The town with all the pigs, call it the Bay of Pigs, says James Watson. That's a good name, but for now it's Busta Vil, although we will have a naming contest. Not really a naming contest, just whoever comes up with the most clever name for our colonial city, which hopefully we'll be getting to pretty soon. We have to unionize, we have to get a port. There's a lot of things we still have to do here.
Get some rest. It's going to be a long
23 bricks, we're so close to getting the school. It's going to be a really nice addition to our town. And again, if anybody wants to be a pal, just go into Google and find out how we get into first-person view so we can walk around a little bit. I know it's just like pressing 3 keys together. Here we go. And our school is up. Now our folks will be getting a little bit of an education. And we can eventually upgrade to the Artisan class. In fact, probably really soon we can upgrade to the Artisan class here. We need to decide what's going to be our main street. And I'm thinking that Main Street... Probably this one right here. This one... This kind of street going up this way, leading all the way up here. It kind of cuts off, but I think this will be a decent area to start upgrading to Artisan class. So we can still slightly lacking education. Maybe we need to build another school. We might need to build 2 schools. There we go. We can build the first Artisan, guys.
You reached a new milestone.
All right. The age of fine craftsmanship. And as you can see, that they'll actually have a store. He's a butcher associated with his location. Let's take a look here and see what the artisans can build. So again, I said the cannery we might be able to get if we can get we get the red peppers. We can grow those here. And we can grow cattle here. My goodness, guys.
Was a place to live
we are going to be able to actually craft canned goods on this island. That is huge. Absolutely massive.
expedition.
And sure enough, the expedition to the New World is ready to go. So here we go, guys. We're going to assign our ship, the Towering Crest, to the New World. Taking steel beams. I'm worried that I might need to take more. I don't want to take 40, though. Let's just take it. It's going to increase our survivability either way, so we'll just make more steel. 72%. We could add some wood. No, I guess not. Can we add any item sockets? We don't have any items. Let's start the expedition. Fingers crossed. Goodbye! Say goodbye to the ship, friends. She's off to the New World, hopefully. Alright, we've got to get this cannery started. This is going to be a huge process. And we've got a fire. Great. It's a bad fire. But another fire station close by, I think. While that mess is going on, I have got to figure out how to get this production started for the cannery. You're so lucky because it's so rare to get a red pepper farm on these old world islands. This is a somewhat more temperate old world island. Now, of course, the cattle farm. And now the Artisanal Kitchen. We're going to have to get some additional stuff for that. Man, get that fire under control. This is probably our worst fire yet. We're definitely going to have to get a new fire station. But you can see now we're not making as much money. We need to get that profit back up again. It's a big lesson learned. Come on, mobilize. Takes quite a while to train new firefighters.
See these shores again.
The expedition is underway, but until we get this fire under control, I am really nervous. They're gonna talk about the fire for sure. Nope. Let's get rid of bankruptcy. Talk about consumerism. And as for relations sour with Anne Harlow, let's instead do hypnosis. We really are quite the propagandists.
I mean, you
do what you gotta do.
Of course.
Okay, we can mobilize an additional brigade pretty soon.
What's best?
Insufficient population happiness. Yeah, I don't blame them. With these fires going on and all this stuff, we've got to get a church up or something. She's very happy with the fact that we're kind of failing right now with the happiness issue. You can see the loss of cash is enormous. And it's also because we don't have any production coming from here yet until we get the full production finished to canned goods. So we've also got to get, of course, the iron mine. We've got an iron mine already. We want to get the canned good factory up too. And this is all very expensive. Just have a look there. What do we need? 8 beams. Oh my goodness. No, guys. I think this is a terrible mistake. We're going to have to completely get rid of all this because we have to get glass. Just can't happen now. We'll make our money back. As you can see, just the price of keeping those projects up was enormous. So hopefully we can make that cash back pretty soon here. At least not hemorrhage money as quickly. And of course, getting the church up is also very important. Make the people a little bit happier. That should also boost income. So come on now. We won't be a godless people anymore. Welcome. Although we might need to look for other sources of cash. Eventually, we'll do that. What we're going to have to do is we're going to have to build the windows, the glass works, essentially. Once we get the glass works, then we can produce something. So you know what? We can go down this path. First, let me see the price of it, and then maybe we'll just wait until we have the necessary stuff. So we're waiting on bricks right now. And of course, our expedition to the New World is still continuing. Increasing populations, one great way to increase profits, just because we've got more tax money coming in. We get a few more artisans and a few more workers.
Could be worse. Happy as
so you can see here we have a shortage of work clothes. Let's make sure that the fire didn't destroy any factories. Fire happened over here, right? As far as I can tell, there's no factories destroyed. But we could, of course, get another work clothes station over here near this cattle farm. And just go ahead, or not this cattle farm, excuse me, the sheep farm. And we can go ahead and just build another sheep farm nearby. Let's do that. I think that's the simplest fix to this problem. And don't worry, in time we will get those awesome canneries going, but I think we need a lot more investment money to make that happen. That should be enough for now. They will, of course, repopulate. I think we also took a population hit because of the fire. Maybe actually killed some citizens.
Stores are inundated.
Let's take a look here. Look at all the viewers, man. Hey, Dave Jiju, good to see you, man. You don't seem like the pirate type. Yeah, I'm not really the pirate type. I think I'm more like the merchant / trader. But I'm also the city builder. Like, I'd like to build like a nice initial city, something that people go like, wow, that's really nice, and then branch off into colonies. Really don't want to do much else in the old world except expand this city and make it really nice. Let's take a look here, man. We've got to be able to go down this path. Again, we've got the bricks. We can get started. We're going to try to make glass. If we can make glass, we can eventually get to cannery. This is a process. this is the issue, is just we hemorrhage so much money as we're waiting. We're not really making any money off the sand itself, you know, unless we can actually turn it into something valuable like the windows. So this is kind of the problem.
I dream of better.
We might need to shelve the glassworks for now.
Game saved.
Looks fair, but there's mold in it.
Looks fair, but there's mold. He's talking about the food. It's kind of gross. Maybe another schnapps distillery.
Admiral! Admiral!
Hold on, the expedition requires our attention.
Do not let us be stricken.
Okay, La Manzanilla de la Muerte. An officer has taken a bite of a fragrant but deadly fruit. By the time your guide alerts the crew to stay away from La Manzanilla de la Muerte, its sweet taste has already been rapidly followed by a peppery tingle, then an excruciating burn. Soon the officer is frantically gasping for breath, his throat and tongue having tripled in size. Gosh, we're gonna try to puncture an airway. The crew stir before the grisly scene. The panicked doctor, who's clearly never attempted such a procedure before, stabs the officer in the throat, but with her knife in an attempt to poke a hole for him to breathe through. Instead, the patient's blood spurts out onto her face. Her piercing shriek makes the whole crew shudder. The man falls to his knees and bleeds to death within seconds.
Not
Oh
the
boy.
worst, Manifest.
Well, that's not great, but we're gonna continue. We're not in a position to have any extra rations. And we're gonna hope that this new potato venture to get our farmers drunk on schnapps will pay some of our debts. Let's put it that way. Schnapps factory. Alright, come on. You know you want to drink, poor people. Just waiting for some potatoes. There we go. Make the transaction. Now, of course, it's got to make it to market. I'm just hoping that it pays off.
We need something first.
Still missing some potatoes. Come on now. Farm those potatoes. Faster. Let's upgrade to Artisan over here too. I think it'll also bring in a little bit of cash. But again, having 40 artisans out of work, not a huge bonus. But look at that. It's still not great, let's be honest. See the workers, how much they're making for us, the farmers, the artisans, etc. So the artisans really do bring in quite a chunk. But that's assuming we have quite a few of them, and that's also assuming that they have work to be done. So what we'll do here, we'll boost some of our farmers to workers, and this way we should be able to get the economy back on track. But again, having jobs for the workers is definitely a good thing. There we go. Told you, folks. Agrippa the economy fixer. More tax money, more dollars. God, I am a true bureaucrat. Let's grab just a few more of these. And let's see if there's any lack of goods. Nope, not really a lack of goods amongst the peasants. They seem to be doing okay. What about amongst our wealthier folk? Maybe it's time to build another bread farm. Although, as you can see, the people are doing fine. They're getting their goods. They seem to be fairly happy. This is good. All right, let's figure out how to walk. Come on, guys. How do we? Did anybody even put it in the comments? Find out how I can show you guys the first-person view. This is really cool. All right, check this out, guys. We are going to take a walk around Busta Vil. Not sure where we're going to wind up, but we'll see what's going on. So this is our town, our port town of Busta Vil. I'm trying to get over to the artisan houses. Oh, I'm not run over. Wonderful. So this is actually one of the artisan houses where you see the butcher. You know, they're artisans for a reason. They have their own you know, they live upstairs and they have their shop down below. So, you know, a little more upper class than even our workers. Over here, of course, is the wonderful port, and it looks like we've got some... Are those officers? Oh, yes, police officers here. Or maybe is this the police station? Sorry, it's the police station. My goodness. Over here, we've got the church, and here, the school. So, you know what? Let's go up the main street. What do you guys think of this view? Let's go up the main street and see what's up. Look at that milk and cream up there. Wow, look at this, guys. So this is quite interesting. Busta Vil has really grown from absolutely nothing. Look at the little kid with the newspaper. Has really grown from a city of just nothing to look at this bustling community. Cows all over the damn place. It's just absolutely beautiful. And of course, it can be much more beautiful as time goes on. This is just a taste of things to come. It looks like our police are chasing, maybe chasing a thief over there. But very interesting nonetheless. What do you guys think about this first-person view? I think the fact that Anno allows you to do this is pretty awesome. All right, let's get out of that. We should be getting very close to the new world, and we also want to unionize. It's only good to unionize if you actually have an item to put in the union, and in this case we do, which gives us a bonus to labor and a bunch of other things. So, that's cool, man, says James. Alright, guys, well, I hope you enjoyed this other episode of Anno 1800. It's just really, I think, a game that is quite fun on live streams. So, on the next episode, I'll call it something like Anno 1800 Live, Finding the New World, and we'll go from there. But I really hope that you guys will check that out, and I hope you guys have enjoyed these streams of Anno 1800 either way. Make sure to hit that like button. Also, drop some comments on my recent Ultimate Admiral video if you guys can. It would really help. And hit that like button. Thanks again, guys, and we'll play some more Anno maybe tomorrow, maybe the next day. But this is a game that I do like to play quite regularly, so we'll certainly be back pretty soon. Thank you. Take care, folks.